What's up, guys, and welcome to the end of the Tabs Loser Round Robin. Like I said last time, I was going to go through and make a bunch of judgment calls on certain matches, so I'm going to start off today by seeing, well, how those judgment calls went. In last place is Underswap Kara with a record of 0 to 18. Next up is Hate with a record of 0 to 14. Then Greater Dog with a record of 2 to 11. Then Inktrisk and Skin Pump are tied at 3 to 14. Jamie is 3 to 13. Shelly is 4 to 10 to 1. Fish is 5 to 12. Both Gatherer and Swashbuckler are tied for 13th at 7 to 10. Medic is at 7 to 8. Iris is at 9 to 6. Izawa is at 10 to 9. Elf is at 11 to 9. Bildu is at 11 to 8. Inosuke is 11 to 5. Then both Suzy and Luke are tied for 5th at 12 to 4. We have a tie for 3rd place between Apple and Neko Frisk at 16 to 1. Wind Warlord is 2nd place at 17 to 2. And finally, Tribal Ultimate is still 1st place with a record of 18 to 1. So let's get right into the matches. Our first match is going to bring us to Iris versus Gatherer. Like last time, in order to account for the difference, I'm going to show you every single match. Pretty much to the entirety. So Iris is going to take it, and we will see you next match. So I think it is important to say that these are the three remaining matches of round 13. Next up is going to be Hate versus It'll Do. Again, I'm showing the entirety, whereas normally I would have opted to make a cut here. Looking ahead, I do see some matches that I will need to make cuts in, mainly because it's Greater Dog, and I mean, I don't think anyone wants to watch people walking across half a simulation. I don't want to watch it, so I doubt any of you want to either. Either way, It'll Do is going to take this match, and we will see you in the next one. Next up is going to be Suzy versus Tribal Ultimate. That's actually kind of a meaty hit. Jesus Christ. Oh, they're angry now. One Susie's gonna die here. But the other one... Nope, they're both fine. Both fine and just having a really hard time using the axe. I think that's a thing that changed in an update as well. Because Suzy is having a really hard time wielding the Executioner axe. Anyway, Tribal Ultimate's going to take it, and we will see you next match. Here's a match that I was talking about that I'll probably need to... Yeah, I'm gonna need to cut. We're in round 14, match number 151 of about 230, with Greater Dog versus Hate. I should point out that I have now logged 190-ish of the matches out of 230, so we only have about, 40 left. Okay, well, as I have been watching these two, just kind of walk after Hate for, the entire day here, essentially. It's been a few minutes. I'm just gonna position them to, he never makes distance. Greater Dog's gonna take it, and we'll see you next match. Next up is going to be Shelley versus Luke Skywalker. This is going to take, quite a while, actually, because Shelly has a really bad time aiming, and Luke doesn't have the highest DPS, and Shelly's pretty tanky, actually. So, that being said, I'm gonna make a cut here. So we're just about done here, and Luke is going to take it, and we'll see next match. Coming up is a very important match in Apple versus Neko Frisk. I didn't expect the first one to go well, so yeah, we'll have number 2, where Apple, they need to strike now, and they do it. Apple takes it, defeating Neko Frisk, and we'll see you in the next match. This one is also going to take a while in Hate versus Shelly. Jesus Christ, is this gonna be a while? So as you have seen the start of this, I'm gonna cut to the end. We're making a quick check-in now, as one Shelly has died, but a lot more Hates have died. I think now is the point where we can show until the end, because I'm fairly certain that Shelly is going to take this match. Well, there goes another Hate. Oh, jeez. There goes another one. I just don't get why the Gladius is such a bad weapon now. Alright, well, Shelly's gonna take it, and we'll see you next match. Next up, we get to Inosuke versus Greater Dog. Now then, obviously, this is going to be a longer match, because they're gonna just keep yelling them around, so we'll be back soon. And actually, Inosuke is going to be able to make up the distance enough to take the match. So we'll see you in the next one. Next up is going to be Jamie versus Skid and Pump. Now, again, all Jamie matches come down to really whether or not she lands her shots on the enemy, not on herself. Sure, Skid and Pump can take that match, I guess. Let's move on to the next. Our next match is another huge one of Wind Warlord versus Tribal Ultimate. Our second place contestant versus our first place contestant, and we'll be back. Alright, we're back. They have managed to close the distance. Is Wind Warlord going to dethrone our number 1 unit here? It is certainly possible. It's a bit of fall damage for you. What a dodge! Goes more health. Wind Warlord is just running circles around him. There goes another one. There's no way he takes it now. Small cut to save a tiny bit of time. I should say that I think I'm gonna give every unit here a buff. Possibly, especially whoever loses. And that's the end. We'll see you next match. The last match of round 15 is going to bring us to Inktrisk versus Medic. Now then, again, I'm going to show you the first seconds and then cut to the end because I'm running out of time here. They are going to manage to close the distance, and we'll be back. Here we are at the end of the 15th round, where I do think Inktrisk is going to take it. It's a 3v1 medic. Can't. Well, he killed one. It'll be close. Oh, he killed another one. Good for him. That's a lot of damage, actually, from one single cleaver. Oh, he manages to take it down. Medic is going to take the rounds, and we'll see you in the next one. Next up is going to be Medic versus Fish. Starting off round 16 with match number 168. He does manage to one-shot all the fish, which isn't very fortunate. Yep, Matt's going to take it, and we'll see you in the next one. Next up, we are going to get into Suzy versus Greater Dog. Alright, well, we'll be back. Oh, Suzy managed to chop him up faster than I thought she would. Sorry. We are actually going to skip down to round 19, and you'll see why soon. But this is going to take a while. I missed it again. Greater Dog kills Inktrisk and takes the match. We'll see you in the next one. Sorry. Next up is going to be Iris versus Luke Skywalker. And Iris's very, very low HP pool is going to cost her this match, and we'll see you in the next one. Next up, we have Swashbuckler versus Skid and Pump. I mean, they essentially one-shot both Skid and Pump, but are they gonna have a good enough aim to do so? Is the real question. It does indeed look like they're... Oh, well, that was some friendly fire right there. Just kick the child. But that was a headshot. Swashbuckler is still going to take it, and we'll see next match. Last up is going to be Izawa versus Medic. I should say last up before we review the standings and then do the final stretch of about 30 matches-ish. So yeah, they're gonna pull one in and start actually just ripping him apart, while these other medics start trying to take pot shots at them. Up, they're gonna pull in a few more. We'll be back. That was a bad mistake over there as well. Super low, and you're trying to one up. Another one's gonna come over and help. Yeah, we're making a check-in. One Izawa has died, and 4 medics have died. So, however, these Izawas are all pretty low against 2 medics that have very good healths. So we'll be back again. A second Izawa has died, but that is going to be the 6th medic dead. And so it's just going to be this one last medic. Oh, they had a bit of a hiccup there, tangling themselves in each other. So it's going to be this final 2v1 that I can show the entirety of. Well, that was quite the right hook. Oh, I mean, this is technically where the medic wants to be in melee range because he has much better accuracy right up next to a unit than, you know, trying to use the crossbow. You think Medic is just a worse version of Minecraft Steve? They have essentially the same weapons. They both have a crossbow. They both have a melee weapon. Medic's a lot tankier, while Steve is not. There goes another Izawa. So it's now a 1v1. Medic's gonna take it, and we'll be right back for the standings. We are back for a very quick relook over the standings. Underswap Kara 019, Hate 017, Inktrisk 316, Jamie 314, Skin Pump 415, Greater Dog 413 1, Fish 513, Shelly 511 1, Gatherer 711, Swashbuckler 8 to 10, Izawa 10 to 10, Medic 10 to 8, Iris 10 to 7, Elf 11 to 9, Italu 12 to 8, Suzy 13 to 5, Inosuke 13 to 5, Luke Skywalker 14 to 4, Neko 16 to 2, Apple 17 to 1, Wind Warlord 18 to 2, and Tribal Ultimate is still first place with a record of 19 to 2. So let's get into the home stretch, shall we? Round 17, 18, 20, and 21 are all much more full than the rounds we've previously shown. So we're going to start off with Suzy versus Shelly. This will obviously take a while, so I'm going to cut it. That was funny. One of the Shellys just shot Suzy all the way to over there. Sure, you know what? Might as well keep showing what's happening here. So, one Suzy has gotten enraged, but one of the Shellys is already dead. Naturally, and the second one might go soon. Just hit Shelly. There you go. Oh, yeah, it's over. I mean, technically it's not over yet, but it's really over. It's pretty much over now. Oh, it's stuck in her head. Jesus. There we go. Suzy takes it, and we'll see next match. Next up is going to be Hate versus Gatherer. And again, this is definitely going to take a while. So we'll be right back. Well, it's already over. Gatherer's gonna take it. Yeah, so we'll see you next match. Next up is going to be Inosuke versus Apple. And then again with that whole thing, we can set it up for the second round to be a little more fair if we need to. We're definitely gonna need to set it up to be more fair. Yep. So we'll be right back for the more fair match, and obviously the more fair match is. It's that where only one Inosuke takes the lightning, and the rest of them are able to get in and start, you know, slicing them apart. It's about as fair, honestly, as fair as it's getting. It does not matter though, Apple still takes it, and we'll see you next match. Next up is going to be Iris versus Neko first. Now I don't feel good about this one. Nope, they really, I feel like they could have if they got the, Vlad and Pale off, but they didn't, so Neko first is going to take it. We'll see you next match. Next up, we have Jamie versus Greater Dog. Just barely a blue victory there. Again, just barely a Greater Dog victory. Greater Dog takes it, and we'll see you next match. Next up is Inktrisk versus Skid and Pump. Could probably put them closer to each other, but you know, I'm just gonna make a cut. Alright, well, right here at the end, it actually looks like Skid and Pump are going to take this. Just one more hit. Oh, just hit him. Just hit him. Just hit him. There you go. Then there's just one poor little Inktrisk left. Oh well, those two are gonna stay stuck over there. Just please hurry up, please, God damn it. There you go. Yes, pick him up. Sure, render him immobile. Just kill him. Just kill him. There we go. Skin Pump take it. We'll see you next match. We get to the only true 1v1 of the tournament, really, in Swashbuckler versus Medic. That's a beefy hit. That was not a beefy hit. That was quite a hit. Medic's gonna take it. We'll see you next match. Next up is going to be Medic versus Elf. I mean, they will one-shot whatever they hit. It's just that there's gonna be too many. Actually, they're probably gonna dive on these medics and start cutting each other apart more than they cut the medics apart, possibly. Well, it doesn't look like it. They are certainly tearing the medics apart. So we'll see you next match. Next up, we are going to get to Fish versus Skid and Pump. Fish is kind of just Pump, but bigger. So let's see if Skid makes a difference in this match, because that's what it comes down to, really. We're back. Now, as it's a 3v1 against this last Skid, Fish is going to take this match. They just need to hit him. Come on, guys. Oh Lord. Just hit him. Just hit him. Just hit him. Just hit him. There, finally, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, we're moving on to the next match. Next up is going to be Izawa versus Iris. They are going to get Iris brought in, and, well, they might start getting impaled. I honestly couldn't tell you who I think is going to win this match. If I had to put money on it, I wouldn't say Iris. But it could Can very easily not be. I mean, as long as they're grouped up together like this, they're definitely going to take it, as it can deal a lot more damage than Izawa can. If it's a 1v1 like that, I still feel confident in them. However, if there's like a group of Izawas against an Iris, Izawa is so going to beat Iris. So it's a very interesting, like, it's an actual battle here. Like, with multiple sides. Honestly, this may be one of the most interesting battles we've ever had in the league. It's a 3v4 now. Izawa has done a pretty good job of isolating the irises. There's only... well, there's two over there against that one Izawa. He's very screwed. Can this one iris handle the Izawa over here? I don't think she needs to. She just needs to kind of hold out until... well, she couldn't. I was gonna say until these other two start cutting down the rest of the Izawas. Oh, she took him down with her. Iris is gonna take it, and we'll see you next match. Next up, we are going to get to Jamie versus Shelley. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Let's move on. Let's move on to Apple versus Suzy. I don't know why I considered that match to be a close one. It absolutely... oh wow, Jesus. Suzy's gonna take the first match, so let's see what happens in the second. The first battle, so yeah. See what happens in battle number 2. She didn't activate Enrage this time, so that might mean something. Now she has. So Apple's gonna take battle number 2. Let's get on to battle number 3. That was quite the aggressive punch to the back of the other Apple's head. They're gonna take it. Valiant effort, Suzy, but we're moving on. Next up is Gatherer versus Inosuke. Now, yeah, Gatherer's gonna dive right in there and start trying to chop up Inosuke, but they have wooden weapons. I don't think it's gonna go very well. And obviously, it's not, considering how much red we're seeing on the ground and how much blue we're seeing not on the ground. Ow, Jesus Christ. No, anyway. This wasn't close at all. Inosuke's gonna take it. We'll see next match. Now, I don't care what anyone says or what I have said previously. This is the most important match of the tournament, because this decides who the loser is, as both of these units have not won a single match yet. This essentially proves who's the bottom of the barrel. And it's clear to see why. I don't know why the Gladius is so broken. I don't want to cut. I'm trying really hard not to cut, but I think I have to. They're gonna do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just do it. Just hit him. Hit him. Hit him. It's official. Hate is now the worst unit I've ever made. How? How did this one happen? Anyway, we're gonna see you in the next match. Next up is going to be Neko versus Luke Skywalker. I still just can't believe that. Underswap Kara managed to actually win. But Neko first takes it. We'll see you next match. We are now in the home stretch, round 20 of 21. Oh, Jamie didn't manage to not blow herself up this time. Oh, Jamie's gonna be able to take it. Let's move on to battle number 2, because that was hella close. Alright, that was not close. Gatherer survives. I don't want to say wins, really, because he didn't win. He survived, and he survived again, meaning he gets to take the match. We'll see in the next one. Next up, we have It'll versus Swashbuckler. Two pirates versus each other. But I'm pretty sure if It'll gets the bondsman off, it's all over here. There it goes. Yeah, that definitely did a lot. I mean, this one Swashbuckler's putting up a hell of a fight now. Right up the ass. Ooh. It'll's gonna take it, and we'll see you in the next one. Next up is going to be Fish versus Greater Dog. I'm not going to show you this match. We'll skip to the end. Oh, well, there's a bit of a hiccup there where, we're going to have it. Fish is going to take it. We'll see you next match. Next up, Shelly versus Inktrisk. Now, again, I'm going to show you the start, and then going to go to the end. Alright, well, back, and it's safe to say that Inktrisk is going to take this match, so, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're down to our last 10 matches here. It's probably the actually biggest tournament that I'm gonna run. On, just finish it. Just finish it. Just finish it. Just hurry up. Hurry up. There we go. Let's get to the next match. Next up is Apple versus the Wind Warlord. Another very significant match. But I think it's already in the books. That was cool. That was cool. You can try this again. If only all 3 apples were there, that would have possibly been the coolest ending. That was also really cool. It's gonna be close. Apple takes it. We'll see you next match. Next up is Medic versus Iris. Now again, we're gonna have to cut. Actually, possibly, maybe. Depends on the accuracy of the Medic. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Oh yeah, they're just getting multi-impaled. I think it's over. There's no way they can manage to take it back now. Well, they killed a few. Oh, well, actually, it's a 2v2. That one went right through her. Now it's a 2v1. Takes it, and we'll see you next match. The last match, round 20, is going to bring us to Luke versus Hate. Now they're all enraged, so it's just gonna come down to when he decides to, you know, Banshees to use the Force again. Use the Force, Luke. There goes another hate. I think this is accurate, you know, just Jedi beating down hate. We'll see next match. We are now in the home stretch. We have a grand total of six matches left. Yep. We're starting off with Inosuke versus Luke Skywalker. Now I really can't skip pretty much any match that I decide to show here. Inosuke is going to take it, and we'll see next match. Next up is going to bring us to Suzy versus Neko Frisk. And there is a lot of DPS being dealt out on Neko Frisk's side, but Enrage might be the saving grace for Suzy. It definitely seems to be. Suzy manages to take it. We'll see next match. Next up, Jamie versus Swap Kara. Jesus Christ. That was fast. Voila! They take both matches. We'll see you in the next one. I'm going to have to make a cut on this one because this is Fish versus Shelly. I'm actually going to have to make a cut on the next two in general, so... yeah, we'll be back at the end. Alright, we're back. I think it's pretty clear to see that Shelly is going to take this eventually. Just a matter of when. So, because they actually get on top of her and then manage to get hit somehow. Yep, there goes another one. Just end it. Just shoot them. Yep, like that. No, not like that. Come on, please. I don't have much time left in this recording. There we go. Shelley takes it. We'll be right back. Next up is going to be Swashbuckler versus Greater Dog. Now, again, we're going to have to cut here. Alright, there is one Greater Dog left. And he's moonwalking. Excellent. I might try and help the other one make up distance, but I also don't want to because that's kind of unfair. You know, we'll be, maybe, possibly. Nope. Swashbuckler's going to take it. We'll see you at the last round. Our last match of the day is going to be Iris versus Hate. And also the last match of the tournament, so fun. Well, Graveyard Rush is absolutely useless. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, she's cutting them down. And this is the last Hate left. Once that Enrage is done, Iris is going to take it, and we'll see you for the standings. We're back for the standings at the end of the tournament. In 21st place is Hate, who managed to pick up 0 wins. In 22nd place. In 21st place is Underswap Karo with 1 win. And tied for 19th is Inktrisk and Jamie with a record of 4-17. Then in 18th is Skin Pump with a 5-16. 17th is Greater Dog with a 5-15-1. Fish is 16th with a 7-14, and Shelly is 15th with a 7-13-1. Gatherer and Swashbuckler are both tied for 13th with a record of 9-12. Izawa is in 12th at a record of 10-11. Medic is 11th with a record of 11-10. Elf is 10th with a record of 12-9. Iris and Idodu are tied for 8th place with a record of 13-8. Then Suzy, Luke Skywalker, and Inosuke are all tied for 5th place with a record of 15-6. And finally, our top 4. Tied for 3rd place is Wind Warlord and Neko Frisk with a record of 18-3. 2nd place is Tribal Ultimate with a record of 19-2. And that leaves our champion as Apple with a record of 20-1. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.